Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of season 2 here at Fulham. In the last episode we shot ourselves into the top 4. Not only into the top 4, into the top 3. Sit there a point behind Manchester United and 4 behind Liverpool, who are certainly starting the season the strongest. We've Crystal Palace at home today to start things off. Then we'll follow that up with a game away from home against Watford to try and at least maintain our current league position. They can play in their home kit, Crystal Palace, to make sure there's definitely no worries about kit clashing. This team were just able to beat Wolves in yesterday's video. Let's see if we can beat Palace by a bigger margin. Waiter in goal for Crystal Palace, one of their new signings. Tompkins, Conti, Sacco and Van Aanholt in the back 4. Andros Townsend, Jared Riedewald, Milivojevic and a Campos, former Marseille man, on the left. Salomon Rondon up top with Christian Benteke. That is a powerful front line. That'll be extremely difficult to deal with. Rondon. Driving past one man, giving it straight to Tom Kearney. Cheers, mate. Oh, giving it straight back to them. A Campos, early ball over the top. Benteke should win that. Has done. Rondon on the first time volley. What a goal that would have been if it weren't for the great save of Rossi. Been in good form this season, Rossi. I say that, I have the worst defensive record in the league, or the joint worst defensive record in the league. But the game against Wolves yesterday, he made a number of top draw saves, and he started off today by doing exactly the same. It was a brilliant ball over the top, knocked down and then volley from Salomon Rondon, but the keeper equal to it. Terrible pass from Tom Kearney. I need to be better going forward. And I need some defenders as well. What's going on? Salomon Rondon, it's 2v2 up here. Benteke offside, thankfully for me. Finds the back of the net, but the whistle has gone. Kearney. Seri. CUTRONE, go one way, turn the other. Lovely done. Lovely done. Lovely stuff, very well done. And Charlotte buries it. 1-0 Fulham. Literally, as I've scored that goal, Fulham have equalised against Tottenham. Almost at the exact moment that Charlotte's kicked the ball there. Alexander Mitrovic has equalised for Fulham against Spurs at Wembley. Lovely ball across. Felt the need to play the extra pass. Charlotte buries it, and we're in front here at home against Crystal Palace. Okay, cross Milivojevic. That's a foul. If ever I saw one, wouldn't be surprised to see a yellow card for Tom Kearney there, and indeed he receives one. Deserved. Andros Townsend will cross the ball into the middle. There's so many tall, strong players in the box. So they've gone for the little dink rather than whipping it, and they might regret that. Townsend to Riedewald, to Milivojevic, back to Riedewald, out to Townsend. Great first touch. Takes the advantage. Lovely drop of the shoulder, and we will just about scramble it away. Palace really utilising their physicality well up top. They know their strengths, and they're playing to them. They just need to make sure they're a little bit more accurate with their passing and a little bit more clinical with their chance taking, and they could get themselves a result here, but they could have been 2-0 down despite all of their good offensive work. But Seri's shot is saved. CUTRONE brings that down nicely, turns well. That wasn't meant for you, it was meant for Kearney. Kearney will get it to CUTRONE, who's turned brilliantly. CUTRONE, I'm going to have to turn back here. He's done well. Kearney through that gap. Riedewald hacks it away for a corner. Nearly at the half-hour mark. Let's get a second. Let's give ourselves some daylight between us and Palace. With our worst defensive record in the league, we know we're going to concede goals at some point. Let's at least make sure we have a 2-goal advantage by the time that happens. Campos, we might not have a 2-goal advantage by the time that happens if this attack is successful. Lunge, it's not going to be successful. It might be, it's not going to be. Counter-attack might be though. Seri, CUTRONE. Nicely done. Looking for Charlotte. Lays it back. Play the 1-2. Inside to CUTRONE. I see the run of Tom Kearney. Kearney will look out widely for Rancesson, and I'll drill it towards the back post, but Van Aanholt's in the way. This is one hell of a spell of press up. Shirley with the throw. Charlotte with the throw. CUTRONE turns well. I'll drill that into the middle. I won't get the chance to because Mamadou Sakho shows great strength, and they will eventually hack it away. But it's not a proper clearance, and Kearney gets to the header. We could yet still see a second goal. Here's CUTRONE. Oh, good tackle. Here's Milivojevic. Across to Townsend. Into Benteke. Milivojevic. Andros Townsend is in behind here. Whoa. What a strike. Off the bar and out for a throw-in. If that had gone top bins, that would have been one of the best strikes we've seen so far this season from either me or the AI. Very good attempt from Andros Townsend. Unfortunately for him, not quite good enough. He's back involved defensively though. I was going to lunge there with Tom Kearney. I'm glad I didn't because he's on a yellow card. Here's Salomon Rondon. Waiting for the turn back inside to play the pass. There it comes. Here is Jonathan Williams, but the march on cuts it out and Tom Kearney will come away on the counter. Just knock it inside there to Zambo and Gisa. Accelerate through the gap. She's doing nicely. We'll poke there for CUTRONE. Can't get it through that gap. We'll try and get it through that one. We do, but CUTRONE's not strong enough to hold off Conti. And Wahita clears the ball just before he gets there. Townsend nicely down the line to Salomon Rondon. Could turn on it. Ball comes in. If he hadn't gone for the acrobatic there, they might have actually stood a chance of scoring. And Teke, oh, it's a nice turn. And a Campos Rondon finish. First time passing, too hard to deal with. Good finish from Salomon Rondon. And Teke plays the 1-2, gets the turn and drives towards goal. One pass onto Rondon. Did it take a reflection off the defender? I don't think it did. I think it just bent away from the goalkeeper. He's cut across it really nicely. No, it was nowhere near the defender. And just inside the post. The level Palace. Here's Rondon. Back in and can't. Williams. That little ball roll sold me. Can I get to that first? Yes, Cyrus Christie does well. Foul, does he maybe? No. And as a result, Salomon Rondon gets his and Palace's second, and we're behind with 5 minutes to go. Was that a foul? Christie there pushed and stumbles, runs into Benteke, who lays it across to Rondon, who tucks it away. Controversial end to the game here. 2-1 Crystal Palace. We might be about to lose at home in this London derby. In there to CUTRONE. Cisse gets there. Can't hold off Andros Townsend though, who looks to accelerate away from me. MacArthur into Rondon. Back to Williams. Forward there to Benteke. And around the corner again to MacArthur. This is good football. This is great football. Rondon for a hat-trick, and he has it too. I can't deny them that one. It may have been a foul on Cyrus Christie for their second, but that goal was well worth the praise that it deserves and the applause from the crowd. He's just tucked that underneath the keeper at the near post. Such a good goal from Salomon Rondon. He has a hat-trick. And we have 0 points from this game. Not what I wanted, but it's all we're going to get. Final whistle goes. It's a 3-1 defeat. Fair play, Salomon. Take that match ball home and cherish it. I wasn't good enough. Ben Foster in goal for Watford, captaining the side. Janmat, Mariappa, Prödl and Zegelar at the back. Two holding, Taloba and Ducore. And the three behind the striker are James Ward-Prowse, Etienne Capoue and Gerard Deulofeu, with Rodrigo, their new signing, up top. Always causes me problems whenever we play against Rodrigo. Let's see if he does so again. I could do with a win here. Prowse drills it into Etienne Capoue. I would always class Capoue personally as a deeper midfielder, or more suited to playing in a deeper role. But he's playing at cam here, further forward for Watford. Perhaps he's just wanting to use his physicality a little bit higher up the pitch, I'm not sure. James Ward-Prowse will deliver this corner into the box for Watford. And we'll see if we can get it away. We can't. Taloba heads on target, but Rossi plucks it out the air. 0-0. Sherlock. CUTRONE's there. Seri is there. CUTRONE will go again. I'll feed him in. Have we got the legs to get around Prödl? Maybe. Good turn. Oh, it's a lot of defenders around him, but CUTRONE just doesn't care. Fulham 1, Watford 0. How has he done that? 3 people around him. Takes on Prödl, and then 2 more turn up. That's a great goal. Probably the best individual finish for a while. Oh, they go through the legs of Seri as well. If that hits him, that's certainly offside. Wow. 1-0 Fulham. Let's hold on to the lead this time. Taloba into Capoue to Rodrigo. Turns well. Ward-Prowse. Oh, Rodrigo again. Rossi saves. Holds on well. Bowl it out to Brian. Smack it down the line there to Ryan Session, who's turned well, drops his shoulder. That's not quite gone according to plan. Here come Watford. Taloba. Nathaniel Taloba. Seri intercepts. Somehow he's able to squeeze that across there to Ducore. Seri doesn't quite react in time and just runs off when I asked him to try and turn and close Capu down. Capu does me there. Here's Deulofeu into Rodrigo on his left foot. That's a tame shot. Really should have held on to that there, Rossi, but palms behind for a corner. Ward Prowse to deliver. Looping, 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 and away we go through Le Marchand. We live to fight another day. 25 minutes in, still 1-0 Fulham. Kearney through the gap there to CUTRONE. Back to Jean-Michel Seri. Brian. Seri spins well. Kearney to CUTRONE. He had the better of Pradl earlier. Seri under control. Turns. Trying to show some strength. Could have taken a free kick there. Nothing was given. Seri with a finesse. Well held by Foster. Perhaps should have played another pass there. Look for a different teammate. We're going to take the 1-0 lead in at half-time though. Challenge for that please, Brian. Well up, Joe. Seri, I see Tom Kearney actually, and then we'll look quickly for CUTRONE. Seri's arriving. Seri gets to it. We'll put it back inside, looking for CUTRONE, and there's the second. Another well-worked goal. This time, a team effort rather than an individual. But CUTRONE has his second of the game, and we lead by 2-0. Really nicely worked. Somehow Seri got to that, and then picks out CUTRONE in the middle superbly. Lovely goal. Lovely 2-goal lead. Capu. We get there to Rodrigo. And the corner, lovely through ball to Jared Deulofeu. Good save by Rossi at his near post. Watford nearly firing back immediately. It's actually Deulofeu's last action of the game as he gets substituted off. The corner comes into the box. It's a decent one. It's not cleared away properly, but Pradl heads that straight to Rossi, and we'll just take our time, slow things down a little bit, and ensure that we don't get pinned in. Ensure that we don't get pinned in. That's what I wanted to say. Here's Isaac Success. Capu back to Success again. Through to Etienne's Capu. Etienne Capu's shot blocked, and this time we will clear the ball away. Right, well done. Sorry to Ryan Sessegnon. Bit of space to run into here.
Here's a chance to outside of the opposition.
Well, can I get that to CUTRONE? I don't think I can, not yet at least. I could whip this to the back post looking for Andre Schürrle though. Headed away by the defender. Yamut with the throw. Try and get there. Can't. Chalobah. Richarlison's come off the bench here for Watford. Janmaat driving down the right hand side. Seri has been rather consistently picking up yellow cards recently. This is certainly a concern. Zambo and Gisa across here to Schürrle. Look for CUTRONE, but well cut out by Zegala. Capu. Mariappa tries to get there with the defender, couldn't cut it out. Oh, lovely touch by Richarlison. And the toe poke to Capu. There's one back. Offside. Ha! Good. I'd be really worried there, because the way I've been playing recently, Watford certainly would have gotten back into it. That would have been a very narrow offside call. I should have looked at the replay, really, but the most important thing is that it didn't count, regardless of whether the decision was correct or not. It was given. Rodrigo to Capu. Rather frustratedly now, fires the ball into the stand. Rodrigo. Through. Oh, what a block. Le Marchand putting everything on the line. Getting himself in between man and goal. 10 shots Watford have had, and they're yet to score. CUTRONE tries to bring that down. Chalobah might turn here. We're forcing them backwards well. Here's Decore. Rodrigo. Oh, good block. Varnier trying to get it away. Richarlison trying to get it back in. Sessegnon will come away on the counter. CUTRONE's there, and he's made the dart in behind the defenders. We'll play him in. On a hat-trick here, Patrick CUTRONE. On his own as well. Turns well. Lay that inside. Arriving is Cisse. Oh, well blocked. Who's going to get to that first? It will be Sessegnon. Will turn back onto his left. Ryan Sessegnon for 3. Good save by Ben Foster. I'll let that go out for a corner. We'll see if we can get a third late on. Capu going off. Played very well for them in that cam roll. Cabano with the ball in. Oh, CUTRONE's chest is made out of brick. It bounces off and goes for a goal kick. Nice success. Cross to Richarlison into Andre Gray. There's Rodrigo. This one will count for Watford. 89th minute. The past few episodes, not just few games, few episodes, getting into the habit, the bad habit of conceding goals in the last 5 minutes. It's happened time and time again in recent videos, and I don't know why it is. I'm making substitutions to keep fresh legs on the pitch. My concentration levels are high. I just keep conceding late goals, and I don't really know what the solution is at this stage, but at least we got the win this time around. 3 points against Watford. We got lucky with the defeat against Palace that other results went our way at the top of the table. Liverpool actually lost. And the gap between us and first remained 4 points, despite the fact that we were rather resoundingly beaten by Crystal Palace. And we're actually up to... we've played a game more than anyone else. That was played on the Friday night. That was brief. The joy of being second in the league. Second in the league, very brief. We'll stop the simulation here and see what happens when it all updates. We're actually down to 15th. To 5th on 15 points. But bouncing back from the defeat against Palace with a win against Watford is most certainly very, very pleasing. CUTRONE's performance as well was particularly pleasing in that game. I can't seem to move anyone on. I've had transfers going on behind the scenes with regards to my fringe players that just won't go through. So we're 5th, but we're still only 4 points off the top of the table. And we're only... well, it's goal difference is killing me off right now, isn't it? 15 goals conceded, the joint worst in the league with Derby. Watford only one behind with 14 goals conceded as well. If I can sort that out, sort my leaky backline out, then we might be able to push and really challenge for a top 4 spot, maybe even the title, but I doubt it long term. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Leicester and Millwall tomorrow. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you next time.